Hope you guys are doing phenomenally well. We, my wife and I, actually are coming back from being at camp this past weekend, and usually I go live at 7, and due to some crazy trip time we left, the fact that Chipotle in Fort Wayne, which is the one request my wife had before we left, was that we would go there um, before we picked the kids back up. We went there and they were insanely slow, and so it bogged down the timing when we got everything. So we are headed back to our house right now. Abby is driving the kids in our other vehicle that we left to my parents, which absolutely love them and super thankful that they were willing to watch our kids while we were gone, and super thankful for actually Abby's parents, my in-laws as well, for allowing us to stay at their house, and her grandparents for spending time with us while we were down there. It was just, the whole time at camp was a blast. I absolutely love going to camp. Camp ministry for me is just a huge highlight. Hello there, friend. Thanks so much for being here. So this is going to be slightly condensed a little bit because I am, again, driving back to our house, where hopefully, depending on when we can get all the kids and stuff and everything in, be able to do a little bit of a live stream for you guys. But I wanted to get on because I know some of you have been anxiously awaiting. I had posted something about going live at 8, and it's just not going to happen, at least from my studio space, because I'm not there yet. So hopefully you guys had a fantastic weekend. Did want to thank everybody for all your prayers as we were driving. The car actually ran really, really well. And we're not home just yet, but hopefully we'll get home here in the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. So really, really excited for everything that's just going on at the camp. So backstory, the camp that we went and did the marriage retreat at is actually the camp I grew up going to as a kid, and my wife grew up at, like, she was a camp kid there. And so it was really, really cool to be able to go back. My in-laws still work there. The executive director is a really good friend. And now the new program director there that just got hired is a really good friend as well, and actually like Abby's second cousin or something. Anyway, we have a lot of really strong ties to Southern Ohio and to Cider Hills Christian Camp. And if you're ever looking to send your kids to a camp in Southern Ohio, I would highly, highly suggest going to Cider Hills. It's a fantastic place with phenomenal people. And what was really kind of a full circle moment as well was that the guy that they had come speak was actually one of the counselors that I looked up to my first summer being a counselor there. He's a super funny guy, super confident and humble, and just the embodiment of just love and faith and hope, and just really, really thankful for his encouragement in my life, not only from this weekend, but also from literally just just being an encourager. Him and his wife are actually missionaries in South Africa, and it's just really cool to hear his story. And so as it was a marriage retreat, most of the time people think, okay, if you're speaking out of Ephesians, then you're probably going to be talking about the handful of verses out of Ephesians 5, and he actually spoke on the armor of God. And the reasons for that, what he had said was that, I believe that your belief, and this is how I believe as well too, what you believe will impact your behavior. Like your behavior will follow your beliefs. And so what he said was, we're going to talk about the armor of God specifically because by you becoming a more grounded believer, you will become a better husband and a better wife. But if you are just trying to worry about the actual behaviors of being a wife and a husband, you'll miss the opportunities and the blessings of being a grounded Christian, and becoming one because your belief is what's dictating your behavior, as opposed to your behavior trying to dictate your belief. So I had the opportunity to be able to lead worship there, and took some really cool video. In fact, there's a video that I'll be sharing with you guys this next coming week. I got to put it together first. I just shot stuff, but there'll be a video about about the weekend, about traveling down there, some of the stuff we got to do. There will also be a music video my wife helped me shoot while we were there at the camp, that impacted our lives so much. So I'm really, really excited to be able to share that with you guys as well, because it's always fun to go back there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Probably one of my favorite places on earth, is being in the hills of Southern Ohio. So super excited for that. And I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day, and hope you had a phenomenal weekend. Again, I know this is kind of weird doing a live stream or whatever, but again, I was hoping to be home already so that this would be a little bit more refined, but be able to play some music for you guys. But would definitely appreciate your guys' love and support still. There's a lot of really cool things coming on the 9th, which is the end of this week. There will be a brand new song out to you. It's called Facing All Our Fears. And I'm really, really excited about it. And the main reason why I'm excited about it is because personally, I've been struggling a lot with the balance of, if God has called me to this place, and to be doing music full time and writing songs. If He's called me here, and this is my purpose, then I need to be willing to face the fear of lack of provisions, or that somehow I'm not going to have enough, and know that God will fully provide everything that I need, and that no matter what I'm going through personally, He will always give us what we need, things together. And so, because I was having some really deep conversations with some people personally about some of my own faith and trust issues, and I ended up sending the song to one of my friends who I'd had those conversations with, and he literally responded with, "Dude, this is exactly what you've been talking about, as far as like the truth that you need to hear as well." And so I'm really excited about it, mainly because like it's a song that really impacts me. It's been stuck in my head ever since I wrote it and recorded it, and I hope it gets stuck in yours, just because there's a lot of truth baked into it. The fact that we only get one shot at this life, we only have so many breaths and so many heartbeats, and I'd rather walk in faith, even as we were talking about, kind of, again, crazy how all this stuff kind of linked up together this weekend with talking about the armor of God, and realizing that there's so many opportunities that we have that sometimes we cower in fear when we don't need to, because of how great God is, not because of anything that we can produce, but because of how great and marvelous and mighty He is, and all the things that He can accomplish on our behalf. And just really, really excited to see that come to fruition, no matter what that means for me and my artistic career. But just really excited to know that like this is something that comes from the core of who I am, in my own faith journey and faith walk, and realizing that there's a lot of you as well that are growing just like I am, and really, really hope that you'll be able to be encouraged by it, just as I've been encouraged as well. So looks like we got Lee McDonald. Good to see you, friend. Thanks so much for coming and popping in. Appreciate you being here. And Donna Boone as well. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. And yeah, we will we'll have to cut this short just a little bit, because I'm about to get to the area of the country where all of a sudden my cellular service just totally craps out and dies. But if you want to help me in what I'm doing through music, you can always feel free to support the channel, support my music career by clicking or going to the QR code below. I'd love to have you guys be on board with me. I was talking with actually the camp director and his wife, and amazing couple. Absolutely love both of them to death, and they've had a huge impact on my life. Actually, the camp director married my wife and I, and we did all of our premarital counseling with him and his wife, and just talking to him, and they asked how we were doing, and I just said, like, we're doing well. I feel like I'm exactly where God wants me, and that's one of the things that Nate, the speaker this weekend, had brought up too, is just the resilience of Paul at the end of Ephesians, of when he asked for people to pray for him. It was not to pray for him that he would be removed of the change, but that he would be bold in proclaiming the gospel, no matter where he was. And there's been a belief that I've had for a while that maybe I'm just in the wrong spot, and it's something that needs to change. I don't think that God, somehow that I can thwart the sovereignty of God in my choices or in my location. And it was just really, really helpful for me to be able to be there this weekend, and honestly to be able to be encouraged by some really, really good friends of my wife and I. And so super, super thankful for them. Tina, good to see you, friend. Thanks so much for being here. You guys are awesome. So, but yeah, so new song coming out this Friday. If you have a calendar, you can already scan your calendar and go to it. I know there were some little technical issues with that at the beginning, or on the 1st, and those should all be taken care of. So if you haven't scanned your calendar yet, you definitely should. If you haven't gotten a calendar yet, be sure to snag that. You can do that on the website. If you just go to the web store, you can snag a calendar that way as well. So really, really excited to be able to have that. Oh, and I was going to show you guys too, if you're interested in getting one of my trucker hats that I wear all the time, which mine's right here. I just took it off so you can actually possibly see my eyeballs, and it's dark enough in this car that you can't really see it anyway. But if you're interested in getting one of those, you can get that at the link below as well. I got still a box full of them, and so I'm gonna get them sent out so that as I start doing shows and stuff, we can re-up and grab some more of them and get more people wearing Matt Fawcett hats, because they're pretty cool and I'm pretty proud of them, and would love to have you guys join me for sure. Let's see, you got some more comments. Glenda, good to see you. Cora, thanks so much for coming from West Virginia as well. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for being here. Again, I know this is a little bit unorthodox as far as live streams go and that sort of thing. And honestly, maybe I'll do more like this, where it's just a little bit more informal, just telling you guys what's going on. New song coming out Friday, Facing All Our Fears. Have a new music video, or a music video out with it as well. Just kind of a one shot of playing the whole thing, which was a lot of fun. My wife and I shot that down at the camp this weekend. And then of course, there's going to be new music coming every single month. I'm trying really, really hard right now to work too on finishing the Up and Out record. I know that's one that I had done a Kickstarter for last fall, and the Kickstarter unfortunately didn't get fully funded, so that kind of set some things back a little bit. There's still a lot of songs that I want to get out. In fact, one of the songs, Caffeine I Need You, which is a parody off of Lord I Need You, talking about caffeine, and that one specifically I had a lot of people this weekend asking for, so that one's going to be on there. My God is Bigger, Sing Along, I Believe, Psalm 23. Like there's a lot of really cool songs that'll be on that record, and I just need to get it done and get it out. So I will probably be re-releasing or reopening up the Kickstarter to see if we can get that funded, so we can get the rest of that all done. But I've been working behind the scenes on something that's kind of cool. I think it's awesome. Really, really cool. I've been doing a co-write with a guy all the way over in the UK, and past week we've been doing a ton of recording sessions with people literally all over the globe. So we had a drummer that was from Brazil, just from Croatia, I believe. There's another guy from, I'm trying to remember where, but literally like from the United States. So all over the world are on putting this song together that me and Tim had written. And I'm really, really excited for it. I think a lot of you guys are going to be super pumped for it. It's pretty catchy. It does have a line about coffee in it, which is funny because Tim doesn't drink coffee, but I do. So I kind of stuck that one in there. But really, really encouraging song. And so we're working on getting that one done. That should actually be wrapped up here within the next couple of weeks. Then we got to work on a release strategy for it, because it'll be an additional song on top of the songs that are coming out every single month for the calendar stuff. So that one will probably be another single that'll end up going on Up and Out. So, but yeah, really excited for it. And I'm also really excited to get home. It's been a long weekend. I love being down at camp, but it's probably about 5.5 hours from our house. Long day on Sunday. So, but it does look like my internet means I probably need to jet out of here real fast. But I do appreciate every single one of you for coming and hanging out. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Lee, thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Janet, thanks so much for being here, friend. Good to see you as well. I will peace out for a little bit, and actually gonna work on getting my kiddos to bed. But thank you guys so much for being here. We'll do some more live streaming this week. I'll make it a point to pop on a couple more times intermittently, just to kind of let you guys know what's going on, play some songs for you. But again, if you haven't scanned your calendar yet, do that. If you haven't gotten a calendar, you should do that. And if you don't have a calendar and you're just super pumped to hear a song, Friday is the day, the 9th, where the song Facing All Our Fears is going to come out. And I would love nothing more than for you guys to just listen to it like crazy, share it with a bunch of friends, call radio stations, tell them they should play it. But more than anything else, just stream it on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, as much as you possibly can take it, because that helps me out more than you know. And just be encouraged by the song. I know it's been a huge encouragement for me just in singing it and recording it. So thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. I love every single one of you. You guys are so encouraging to me, and I appreciate every single one. Have a fantastic rest of your night. You were created on purpose with a purpose. I'll love you all soon.